guys, it's Sam from Raggedy Bits, and I'm going to show you today how to turn these boring plain old drawer pulls that you have on existing furniture. And you know when you can't find some really groovy hardware to go with your new made over piece, I'm going to show you a really tricky way to dress these little guys up so that they'll be just perfect for your brand new piece. Okay, so for today's project, you just need to remove your hardware, your drawer pulls from your furniture. I'm just going to use these two as an example today and some other ones that I've already pre-painted up. So you just paint your drawer pulls into whatever colour that you want, and then we're going to use these amazing little numbers, the Iron Orchard Decor Stamps knob toppers, along with the brayer and the flexi stamper. So, and also some ink, and I'll also probably use some white paint just to use on the darker handles. So that's just a little handy trick for when you're painting your drawer pulls. Just leave the screw in the back so they're easier to paint and you don't get paint all over your fingers as you're doing it. So I'm just going to get started painting my first knob in Miss Mustard Shutter Grey. Just give it a little mix. Okay, so I'm just going to let those dry, and then I'll come back and do a second coat, and then we'll be ready for stamping. So I've just finished giving the drawer pulls their coats of paint, and I'm going to distress it shortly. I'll just talk to you a little bit about the flexi stamper. When you get the stamp, it comes in two separate pieces, like so, and there's two clear pieces of transfer film that go over the top of it. All you need to do is remove those two pieces of film and just pop this rubbery bit over your flexi stamper like so, and then that's ready to stamp when we're ready to do that. So I'm just going to quickly sand. I'm not going to sand too heavy because I obviously don't want to take away from the stamping, so I'll just do it sort of around the edges and just a little teeny weeny bit across the top. So you want to just give your drawer pulls a wipe down just to make sure that there's no leftover residue from the milk paint. Okay, so for the first design, you just, all the knob toppers come in a sheet like this. So you want to remove your screw, put it down flat, and then work out which one you would like on top. And for the white one, I'm going to try the little bee, the bee one. So, and I'm going to do that in China blue for something a little bit different. I thought I'd move away from the stone grey that I use all the time. So you just pop that out onto a bit of non-absorbent card. I will be getting some stamp pads in stock shortly, but for the moment this is all I do. And then, because it's the large one, you put it onto the side with the rubbery mat, and then just push it out slightly, not too hard, so that the stamp, when you're brayering it, the stamp picks up all of the ink. Now if you get anything around the outside, just have a bit of paper towel or a tea towel or an old rag or whatever, just to wipe away. Okay, and you line the stamp up over your knob and push down. You don't want to slide, you don't want to move at all. You can rock from side to side, but you want to try and have as minimal movement as possible. And then pull up. And then you have a really cool little drawer pull. Okay, so next up I'm going to use just some Americana acrylic paint, and I always use paint to give that more sort of hand painted look. If you're after that more crisp effect, then you're better off using ink. It just depends on what sort of look you're after, but you can get so many different sort of effects from stamping and the different mediums that you use. Some different ways that you can sort of dress up your drawer pulls without spending too much money, and also just giving your piece a really unique look. As I said, the paint gives more of a hand painted sort of a texture, whereas the ink is a little bit more clear. It's entirely up to you, and you have lots of fun sort of playing around with it. So they're all ready. I'll just let them dry for 24 hours, then I'll give it just a little light sand, and then I'll seal with wax. And then they're all ready to go on your next piece of furniture. I hope you've enjoyed today's fun tutorial of how to transform some plain old boring drawer pulls into something fun for your newly freshly painted piece. I know how hard and frustrating it can be sometimes to have a beautiful piece painted, but you can't find those specific drawer pulls that you're after. This way you can create anything you like. The possibilities are endless. I'll leave all the links below with all the products that I used today, along with the blog tutorial over on my blog. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I look forward to bringing you some more DIYs.